It's easy to be divided in our complicated world. America can be a polarizing place with different viewpoints and perspectives on all aspects of life. However, there's one thing that truly brings us together, or tears us apart, and that's sports. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, lacrosse, or many other iconic games, sporting events can bring out the best in people during hard times and make everlasting memories, no matter the outcome of the game. So today at TPS, we explore all 50 US states' most popular sports teams. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Alabama Crimson Tide. When people think about the state of Alabama, the first team that comes to mind is the Crimson Tide football team, which has earned 18 national titles in football. Sure, Auburn can be as competitive, but the Crimson Tide will always be the iconic leader, just beating out the Tigers. Alaska, Seattle Seahawks. The last frontier is not exactly known for having professional sports teams, but many locals in the state are huge Seattle Seahawks fans. Lumen Field is about a 3.5-hour flight away from Anchorage, or a 41-hour drive. Despite that, the Hawks have a very solid presence in Alaska. Arizona, Phoenix Suns. Yeah, sorry Cardinals and Diamondbacks fans, but the Suns take the cake for the most popular team in Arizona. The Suns have had some very iconic names, like Steve Nash and Charles Barkley represent them proudly, along with Devin Booker in recent times. Truthfully, the Suns are the heart and soul of Arizona. Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks are extremely popular in the natural state for their rich history, cultural identity, and a very strong fan base. Despite that, the Razorbacks haven't won a national championship since 1964. Notable Razorbacks in the NFL include Hunter Henry, Brandon Allen, and Dre Greenlaw, just to name a few. California. Los Angeles Lakers. Even though the Dodgers captured the 2024 World Series, the Lakers hold the title for the most iconic team in the state. The Lakers have a rich history of winning, and many iconic athletes like Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Pau Gasol, and LeBron James have donned the purple and gold. Colorado, Denver Broncos. The Broncos are the most popular team in all of Colorado, all thanks to their passionate fan base, 3 Super Bowl victories, and of course, Mr. John Elway and Peyton Manning leading the way. Thanks to all that, they always draw attention regardless of the outcome. Plus, come on, who doesn't love those navy blue and orange uniforms that the Broncos wear? It's just remarkably stylish. Connecticut, New York Giants. Although Connecticut is a New England state, the Giants take the cake for the most liked team in the state due to its proximity to New York. On top of that, fun fact, the Giants played their games in the Yale Bowl from 1973 until 1974. Delaware, Philadelphia Eagles. Because of Delaware's proximity to the Keystone State, the Eagles are the #1 sports team in the first state. All thanks to the loyal fans in Wilmington, Dover, and many other towns and cities close to Pennsylvania. Add to that, the Eagles winning their 2 Super Bowls also gives the fans in Delaware something to be proud of. Florida, Miami Dolphins. Yeah, sorry Buccaneers fans, but the Dolphins are the #1 sports team in Florida, mostly due to their winning history in the early 1970s and the iconic players who have worn the teal, orange, and white over the years. You know, guys like Dan Marino, Jason Taylor, and Bob Greasy. Georgia, Atlanta Braves. Sorry Falcons and Hawks fans, but man, the Braves are considered the most popular team in the Peach State. You know, due to their success, the 2 World Series wins in 1995 and 2021, iconic names like Hank Aaron, Chipper Jones, John Smoltz, and Greg Maddux, and of course, a strong local connection to the city of Atlanta and the state. Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. The Rainbow Warriors are extremely popular in the Aloha State due to their passionate fan base, cultural significance, and they're the only NCAA Division I team in Hawaii. Idaho, Boise State Broncos. The Broncos are the most popular team in the Gem State due to their success, winning countless bowl games like the 2007 Fiesta Bowl against Oklahoma, great football players who've gone on to the NFL, and of course, their iconic blue turf. Illinois, Chicago Bears. The land of Lincoln has had some very iconic teams, like the Chicago Cubs, the Bulls, Blackhawks, and White Sox. However, the most popular team in Illinois will always be the Bears, due to their history, iconic players, and a very passionate fan base who are always there through thick and thin. Although, it's mostly thin. Indiana, Indianapolis Colts. The Hoosiers basketball team may have deeper roots in the state, but the Colts remain the top dog in Indiana, thanks to Peyton Manning winning Super Bowl 41, countless Hall of Famers playing for the Colts, and just having a generally dedicated fan base no matter what happens. Iowa, the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes football team will always be a staple in the Hawkeye State due to their strong athletic program, excellent traditions, and a strong sense of community. No disrespect to the Iowa State Cyclones, however. Just the Hawkeyes kind of beat them out. Kansas Jayhawks. The Jayhawks basketball team has incredibly strong ties to the state, and they've developed great talent like Paul Pierce, Joel Embiid, Kirk Heinrich, and the late Will Chamberlain, just to name a few guys who have donned the Jayhawks uniform. Plus, these guys have won 4 NCAA basketball championships. Kentucky Wildcats. Similar to Kansas, the Kentucky Wildcats basketball team is also a team with a rich basketball history. They've won 8 NCAA basketball championships, have a strong passion from the Big Blue Nation, and have also developed a lot of iconic basketball players like Karl Anthony Towns, Bam Adebayo, Rajon Rondo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and many more. Louisiana, New Orleans Saints. The Saints are the most popular team in the Pelican State due to their rich history, winning Super Bowl 44 a few years after Hurricane Katrina and witnessing Drew Brees become a future Hall of Famer before their very eyes. Well, that turned the Saints into an absolute treasure and a symbol for the state's sports culture. Maine, New England Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots don't just represent Boston, but the entire New England area, which includes the state of Maine. Most people in the Pine Tree State just call themselves diehard Patriots fans. Maryland, Baltimore Ravens. When the Colts left for Indianapolis in 1984, it left a massive void in Maryland. However, when the Ravens arrived in 1996, they filled that void. Thanks to their strong play on the field, passionate fan base, and winning Super Bowls 35 and 47, well, that only helped the Ravens' case. Not to mention, the Ravens have seen some legendary players like Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, and Lamar Jackson played their hearts out for this team. Massachusetts, New England Patriots. I mean, yeah, who else was it going to be? As iconic and historic as the Red Sox, Bruins, and Celtics are, the Patriots are the heart and soul of not just Massachusetts, but all of New England, as we mentioned earlier. On top of that, of course, they won 6 Super Bowls in the 2000s thanks to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Michigan, Detroit Lions. Yeah, sorry Michigan State Spartans, Michigan Wolverines, and Tigers fans, but the Lions truly carry the spirit and soul of the Great Lakes State. Thanks to their historical presence in Detroit, a very loyal fan base who stuck by their team through thick and thin, and of course, the recent rise in becoming a playoff contender thanks to Dan Campbell and his coaching. Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings are extremely popular in the state of Minnesota, thanks to their accessibility to broadcast games on free TV, a consistent record on the field, and fans witnessing a lot of incredible athletes don the purple and yellow. Guys like Randy Moss, Fran Tarkenton, Adrian Peterson, and many, many more. Mississippi, Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels football team holds a strong history in the Magnolia State. No disrespect to the Mississippi State Bulldogs, but the Rebels draw in higher crowds with passionate fans. Being an SEC team, and of course that cultural impact that the team has had in Mississippi, cannot be understated. Missouri, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, sorry St. Louis Cardinals, Blues, and Kansas City Royals, but man, the Chiefs are the top of the totem pole in Missouri. I mean, they're a dynasty at this point. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Coach Andy Reid make this team must-watch TV every time they play. And of course, they have a very strong fan base in the Chiefs' kingdom. Montana Grizzlies. Even though Big Sky Country doesn't have a major sports team, they do have the Montana Grizzlies athletic program, which is a very strong and successful program with very dedicated fans. And the Washington Grizzly Stadium has been called the Mecca of the FCS. Nebraska Cornhuskers. The most popular sports team in the Cornhusker State is, well, the Cornhuskers football team. The Cornhuskers have a passionate fan base, hold 5 national championships, and have a strong connection to the state's agricultural industry. Nevada, Vegas Golden Knights. While the Raiders are popular, the Golden Knights will always have the hearts of all who live in Nevada. They are the first team to call the Silver State home, began winning right off the bat, and have a very passionate fan base. New Hampshire, New England Patriots. Yeah, similar to Maine, the Patriots represent all of New England. And boy howdy, there are plenty of passionate Patriots fans in this state. New Jersey Devils. Yeah, even though the New York Giants and Jets both play in New Jersey, the Devils have better represented the Garden State ever since they moved into the state in 1982. They have very passionate fans across the country and have won 3 Stanley Cups. New Mexico, Dallas Cowboys. Because of New Mexico's proximity to Texas, the Cowboys have a strong fan base in the land of enchantment. Plus, it's easy for Cowboys fans to travel to Dallas from Albuquerque. New York Yankees. Yeah, even though the Knicks, Rangers, Mets, Islanders, and Buffalo Bills are all in New York, the Yankees are the state's most popular team due to their winning history. I mean, yeah, 27 World Series championships. Enough said. Plus, they just have an extremely passionate fan base throughout the Empire State. North Carolina Carolina Panthers. Yeah, sorry Duke Blue Devils and UNC Tar Heels, but the Panthers are the most popular team in North Carolina. The Panthers have reached 2 Super Bowls, have a pretty good fan base, and have seen some great players play for the organization. North Dakota State Bison. The Bison may be an FCS team, but they are truly special in the Peace Garden State. The Bison are a Division I FCS powerhouse. They captured 18 national championships, 10 of them at the Division I level, and have a very passionate fan base. Ohio, Cleveland Browns. Although the Ohio State Buckeyes are a Big Ten powerhouse, the Browns are the most popular team in the state. The Dog Pound is one of the most passionate fan bases in all of sports, even though the Browns have, well, not traditionally been the best. Oregon, Portland Trailblazers. Although the Oregon Ducks and Oregon State Beavers have large followings, the Trailblazers have represented the state at the professional level. The Trailblazers won the 1977 NBA championship, have had many talented players play for the organization, and man, those fans in Oregon genuinely love this team. Oklahoma City Thunder. Although the Thunder began as the Seattle Supersonics, the Sooner State has truly embraced them with open arms. And man, some incredible NBA talent has played for them over the years. Guys like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who've each won the NBA MVP. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh Steelers. Even though the Philadelphia Eagles have won 2 Super Bowls, the Steelers have won 6 Super Bowls. And boy howdy, they have seen a lot of legendary players play for the team. Dudes like Terry Bradshaw, the late Mike Webster, Joe Green, Troy Polamalu, and of course Jerome Bettis. And without a doubt, they have a die-hard fan base, always representing the black and yellow through and through. A truly historic franchise with an immense cultural impact. Rhode Island, New England Patriots. Although the Patriots are based in Massachusetts, the state of Rhode Island is right next to Massachusetts, and US Route 1 goes through the state and will take fans directly to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. South Carolina, Clemson Tigers. Even though the South Carolina Gamecocks and Coastal Carolina Chanticleers are popular, the Clemson Tigers are truly the most popular team in the state. The Tigers have won 3 national championships. A lot of legendary players like DeAndre Hopkins, Trevor Lawrence, T. Higgins, and Dexter Lawrence have all played there, and of course, they have a very solid fan base. South Dakota, Minnesota Vikings. Although the Vikings are located in Minnesota, a ton of Vikings fans live in the Mount Rushmore state and are very committed to them. On top of that, it's pretty easy for fans to take a weekend trip to Minneapolis. Tennessee Titans. Yeah, sorry Volunteers, Nashville Predators, and Memphis Grizzlies, but the Titans are the most popular team in the Volunteer state. The Titans were welcomed with open arms ever since they moved to the state in 1997. There, they reached Super Bowl 34 and have established a very strong connection with the fans. Texas, Dallas Cowboys. I mean, come on, who else was it going to be? The state of Texas is known as the capital of football, and the Cowboys are the most popular team in the state. Heck, they're one of the most popular teams in the country. Nicknamed America's Team, the Cowboys won 5 Super Bowls, have one of the largest fan bases in the state and, again, the country, and have a very rich winning history. Utah Jazz. The Jazz are the most popular team in Utah due to them being the first professional team in the state. They have a very solid history of success from the 1990s, reaching back-to-back NBA Finals, and have a great fan base no matter the outcome. Vermont, New England Patriots. Yep, again, the most popular team in the Green Mountain State is the Patriots due to their proximity to Massachusetts. As we talked about many times before, the Patriots represent all of the New England area. Virginia, Washington Commanders. The Commanders are the most popular team in the Commonwealth due to Washington, D.C.'s proximity to cities like Arlington and Alexandria, the team's headquarters and operational facilities in the state. As well, many passionate fans call Virginia home. Washington, Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks are Washington's most popular franchise, as evidenced by the 12th man who are always making noise against opponents. This fan base is fervent and passionate, which was only stoked by the Super Bowl 48 victory, which was won in dominant fashion. West Virginia Mountaineers. The Mountaineers are the most popular athletic program in all of West Virginia, and the football team holds a very special place in the hearts of all who live in the Mountain State. Wisconsin, Green Bay Packers. Yeah, come on. The Packers are one of the most historic teams in all the NFL, thanks to their 11 NFL championships and 4 Super Bowl wins. This team, without a doubt, has one of the most iconic and strongest fan bases out there, which has only been tempered by the fact that some of the most iconic NFL players have donned the green and yellow. Wyoming Cowboys. Although there are no professional teams in Wyoming, the Wyoming Cowboys and Cowgirls are always admired throughout the state. Not to mention, Josh Allen played his collegiate football for the Cowboys before getting drafted by the Bills. But hey, who do you think your state's most popular sports team is? Do you agree with our choice? What changes would you make? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking that like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.